It's great. Can you tell me why you chose this course, or what is your motivation for choosing this course? Why Thiruva University? Why not any other universities in Latvia? Why specifically Latvia? Why not any other countries? How do you think you can adapt to studying in Latvia? Hello all, today we are with Arya Mol Sajimon and we are going to see how to attend an interview. So I'm going to ask her a few generally asked interview questions. You can see how she's answering and possibly learn how to frame your answers. But make sure you're not by hearting any of your answers. So hi Arya, good morning.
Hi ma'am, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing really great. Can you please introduce yourself?
So myself, I'm Arya and I'm from Kochi, Kerala, which is a beautiful place in southern India. And when it comes to my qualification, I've just completed my graduation in home science and I'm awaiting for an entry into Thiruva University as well. And when it comes to my hobbies, I love writing, trading and up-to-date to current affairs, as well as I'm pretty much fonded with arts and music, dance, and I'm a goal-oriented person. I really work hard. I'm very disciplined when it comes to my studies and my work, and apart from that I'm very socializing, adapting, and I do have strong communication skills also, which makes me a very strong skill, and that's it.
So as you can see, she had mentioned her name, her place, her hobbies, her educational background and her ambition, and what kind of a person she is in her answer. So this is how you frame your self-introduction. So let's go on to the next question. Please tell me, which is your course?
My course is Masters in Psychology and Human Resource Management.
Okay, that's great. Can you tell me why you chose this course, or what is your motivation for choosing this course?
I'm a person who is very much fond to psychology, so I always wanted to choose something which is related to a psychology field. And apart from that, during my past experience, I felt like human resource play a vital role in the success of an organization. So I was pretty admired to the HR people, so I was hoping to be one of them. And when it comes to the Thiruva University, I found out that so many human resource specialists were modeled by the university. So in my basic research, I found out that Thiruva University provide a perfect course where I can cope up with both the psychology part as well as the human resource part, and I'm so excited to join them.
So that is an example on how you can answer why this course question, or what is your motivation question. I'm moving on to the next question. Why Thiruva University? Why not any other universities in Latvia?
On my basic research, I found out that Thiruva University will be a perfect platform for me, because the faculties are so efficient and the learning area, it is quite advanced. They use advanced learning techniques and methods, and when it comes to the sessions also, the theory part and the practical part goes hand in hand, and the university is quite welcoming to international students as well. I've seen so many students who have graduated from the university who are still proud and pride of the university. They have molded so many HR specialists, and apart from that, so many dignitaries are passed out from the university. I think they provide a very great exposure to the students.
So that again is an example on how you can answer why this particular university question. Can you tell me how you came to know about Thiruva University?
I came to know about via my friends. My few friends are in Thiruva University, as there are some people in Riga Technical University as well. So they gave me a great feedback regarding the university. I was pretty impressed. Then I didn't think twice, because I am a critical thinker. I just went through the profiles of the university. The feedbacks were so great, and I felt like I should not miss this chance, and I definitely go for Thiruva.
Great. I'll move on to the next question. Why did you decide to do your studies abroad? or why did you decide to do your studies in Latvia? So as you may know, these both questions, that is why do you want to study abroad or why not study in India, are all the same questions, and you can answer in a similar way, but according to the question, alter here and there. Okay, so that is my next question. Why do you want to study abroad?
Because I've done major of my studies in India itself. I've done my plus 2 in India. I've done my graduation in home science in India. I just wanted for further exposure, which India doesn't. It doesn't, I say that India doesn't give, but I want something which is like theories and practical goes hand in hand. And when it comes to Latvia, the fees are pretty affordable, because I've done majority of my studies in India. I've done my high secondary examination in India. Following that, I've done my graduation in India in Mahatma Gandhi University in home science. So I wanted further exposure from outside country, because I would like to know what other countries provide to the international students as well, because we are familiar with the study programs and study backgrounds of India, and it is more like a theory based. But when it comes to Latvia, I think the theory part and the practical part goes hand in hand, and the value of certificate is also very good. We do have a very good value of certificate, and apart from that, they provide advanced learning techniques, and we get a lot of exposure from the Latvian university, and the faculties also, they are so efficient. And when it comes to the exposure also, I will be able to develop my skills in different fields, because the exposure is so intense and it's so great that I can develop my skills in various areas. I can make my weaknesses into my strong points, and this means great to me when it comes to my career, and it's gonna be a milestone in my career.
So that is an example on how you can answer the why do you want to study abroad question. So you can compare the quality of education abroad with the quality in India. That is, in India more theory based classes are being followed, and whereas when you study abroad, both the theory and practical classes go hand in hand, and that will be really beneficial for developing the necessary skills for your career. And it could also include other details about how it is going to be beneficial for your career. You can include the value of the certificate, the exposure that you're going to get in whichever country you're applying to, the exposure, the kind of exposure that you will get, and how it is going to help you develop personally and professionally. So that being said, I'll go on to the next question. So why specifically Latvia? Why not any other countries?
First of all, Latvia is a beautiful country. We can see the preservation of ancient times, along with they are very advanced in the technologies when it especially comes to the education, and they do provide a very good quality of educations to the students. And apart from that, the fees, it is very much affordable, and when it comes to the crime rate also, it is very low, and which makes all the students feel more safe and secure, which is very much a prior thing for our parents. And being very good, giving a good security and being safe, it is the most important thing which was influenced my family to take this decision.
Great. What is your plan after completing this course? What do you think you wish to do after completing this course?
I would like to come back to India, and I wish to support my father in his business. Apart from that, I would like to open some enterprises by my own, where I can help the society to build their economic level.
Okay. Here you could have mentioned things about about your prior experience in the human resource part.
Okay.
And how are you going to help? That is what you're going to help, but how can you help?
Okay.
Like, let's say in recruiting, like I already done the I do have the experience in that. I wish to contribute more in the HR department related to your course and say.
Okay. Much better.
We do that once again. So can you tell me what are your future plans, or what do you wish to do after completing this course?
Definitely I will be returning back to India, because I am going abroad for better exposure, where I can upbuild my skills. that I have to turn my weak points into my strong skills, and I have to come back to my native country and serve the people. And as well as I will be helping my dad in his business as well. And from the childhood itself, I was very much fond to recruiting and everything. And once I gain my skills, I get more efficient through the Latvian University. It will be a great milestone in my career. It's gonna be very helpful when it comes to upgrading my business and opening my enterprises and all. And it's definitely gonna help me in enhancing my skills in recruiting, in motivating people especially.
Right. So you told me that you have been interested in it from your childhood. So what have you done? You told me that your father has a business, and you have helped in it. So how have you helped it? How have you helped your father in in his business?
Okay. From the childhood itself, I was like, in the childhood, what children can do, they will do basic calculations and mathematics. From there I've started, and till my graduation I helped during the recruitment in the profile selection. And when it comes to the employment also, I will give motivation to the employees, which is very much necessary when it comes to a development of an organization or a company or whatever business it is. And once I am coming back to India, I will be 1000% confident because I will be getting like from 10% to 100%. I will be gaining all the skills I will be developed by myself, that I can serve them, I can spread my knowledge to others.
Great, that's great. So here what students need to understand is that it is not about giving an instant answer or a ready-made answer. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എത്ര കാഷ്വലി നിങ്ങളുടെ മോട്ടിവേഷൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഗോള് പ്രസൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. കാഷ്വലി എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ make sure that you have some content in it. It shouldn't be just just എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാന്നുള്ളതല്ല, but still make sure it is more casual so it sounds more genuine and real. Okay, because when you tell a by-hearted goal, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഗോൾ നിങ്ങൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ ഒരു ആൻസർ ഒരേ ഒരു ടോണിൽ നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞു പോകും, it obviously gives the interviewer the idea that you have by-hearted the answer and it doesn't sound good. So how she said the answer is it sounds much better. So try answering the same way. I'll go on to the next question. My next question is, who is your sponsor or who is going to assist you financially during your studies?
Definitely my sponsor will be my father. He's a businessman. He runs his own business from the past 28 to 30 years. He have multiple businesses starting from fabrication to restaurants. We do have our own restaurants, and he provides employments for hundreds of people. And I've seen his fond to business from my childhood. That's why I've chosen MBA right now. And when it comes to the family income also, it will be like 30 to 35 lakhs per year. So my father is also, both my parents, they're like very supportive in pursuing my dreams also. So once I've decided to come to Turiba also, I just told my dad. He was very supportive, told that he will be my sponsor, and I'm so grateful for that.
Great. So here what you need to understand is sponsor kurichittu make sure you're giving enough details to your interviewer. As she said, include what all business, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് business എന്നുള്ളത്, and you can even include the name of your business, location of your business also. And of course income include cheyam, that is also a very important factor. And then also mention something about your sponsor. Just okay ഇവർ ഫണ്ട് തരുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത് മാത്രമല്ല, try to include something something that connects you and your sponsor. All right, I'll move on to my next question. Can you tell me what you know about the country, what you know about Latvia?
Latvia is obviously a dream destination. It's a neighboring country to Lithuania, Estonia, Belarus and Russia. And when it comes to the language also, obviously the basic language is Latvian, but apart from that there are people who speaks Russian, Belarusian, German and English as well. And I just love the food. food is basically potatoes, meats, bread, milk. And when it comes to the climate also, it's very cold in nature, but during the winter also it may get up to like 15 degrees, I think. And apart from that, the people are very welcoming. It is close to the Baltic Sea, and we think that Latvia is a small country, but it is very peaceful country. First of all, it's very nature friendly, and the major thing which influenced me is that the people used to preserve the ancient culture, as well as they are developing along with the technologies as well. They are very innovative, but they are very much preserving the ancient culture, and we can see a lot of cultures in Latvia.
Okay, great. So here again about the country you have chosen, Latvia or Poland, France, Malta, whichever country you have chosen. Make sure you know some facts about the country, and it is not compulsory that you know everything about the country, but make sure you do have an understanding of where the country is located, what the currency is, what is the capital of the country, what the neighboring countries are, etc. I will move on to the next question. Can you tell me what you are expecting your living expense to be in Latvia?
I'm expecting it between like 600 euros to 800 euros, including my accommodation, my travel, my utility bills, and my personal expenses.
And now I'm going to go into the next very important question, and you have to be very careful while answering this question. Do you wish to do part-time jobs in Latvia, or are you planning to take up any part-time work in Latvia?
So just like I've told you, my sponsor will be my father. So he will be sponsoring the enough amount for my studies. So I would like to dedicate all of it for my studies, because I'm here for my studies. It is very much important for me to prioritize my studies above all.
Right, great. So make sure that if the question comes up about part-time work, you are not planning to do any part-time work. Even if you have a plan to go for any part-time work, do not mention it for your visa or university interview. So tell them that you are planning to do your studies, and you're going to entirely focus on your studies and dedicate all your time for your studies, and that you're not interested and that you have no need to do any part-time work. Now, before moving on to the next question, in case you don't understand a question, interviewer ചോദിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായില്ലെങ്കിൽ how will you respond? നിങ്ങൾ മിണ്ടാതിരിക്കുകയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കൺഫ്യൂസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് കൊടുക്കുകയോ അല്ല ഇവിടെ വേണ്ടത്. You have to ask them straightforward, sorry, I couldn't understand the question, ma'am, could you please repeat it? So I'll move on to my next question. Do you have any prior international experience?
I don't have, actually.
Yes, okay. So in that case, how do you think you can adapt to studying in Latvia, moving away from your country? Of course, it is a country that is very different from your home country. So how do you plan to adapt, and what are the challenges you anticipate while studying in Latvia?
Definitely, I will be facing a lot of challenges, but finding a solution for it, it is very much important. And the most probably my challenges will be, first of all, my family. I'm very much fond to my family and my friends. Apart from that, the food, I'm really gonna miss my mom's food. It was so delicious, but I'm pretty much confident that I will be adapted to the Latvian food also, because there will be a lot of potatoes, meat, bread, okay. And apart from that, the climate is also one of the major concerns, because during the winter the climate may go to that -15. So in that cases, it is a little bit challenging, but we have to adapt it, first of all, because our weaknesses mold us to be strong.
Great. So that is a very good answer. And here, if you have noticed, ഇവിടെ ആര്യ പറഞ്ഞത് ചാലഞ്ചസ് എന്തൊക്കെയായിരിക്കും എന്നുള്ളതും, ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് ഷീ ഡിഡ് നോട്ട് ടെൽ ദാറ്റ് ഓക്കെ എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ചാലഞ്ചിങ് ആണ് അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് പറ്റില്ല എന്നല്ല. Okay, so you can mention a few challenges. So ഇതിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് ഇസ് മെയിൻലി ദ ലാംഗ്വേജ്, the food, the climate, of course, being away from your family, the culture, etc. Okay, so ഈ factors നെ വെച്ചിട്ട് you can make it more personalized, as she said, and frame your answer. So that is pretty much about the interview, and that is how you answer the questions. And so ഇത്രയും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസേ അവർ ഇന്റർവ്യൂവിന് ചോദിക്കുള്ളൂ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഞാൻ എക്സ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ ഇത്രയും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആയിരിക്കണം എന്നൊരു നിർബന്ധമില്ല. ദേ കൻ ആസ്ക് യു എനിത്തിങ്. സോ ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് എക്സ്ട്രാ ആയിട്ട് ചോദിക്കാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇസ് സിംപ്ലി അബൌട്ട് യുവർ കൺട്രി, അബൌട്ട് യുവർ ഹോം ടൗൺ, ഓർ കാഷ്വൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ലൈക്ക് ഹൗ ഇസ് യുവർ ഹൗ ഇസ് ദ വെദർ ഇൻ യുവർ country right now, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ can you tell me about more about your family. ഇതുപോലെയുള്ള കാഷ്വൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എക്സ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്യാം ഡ്യൂറിങ് യുവർ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ. ആൻഡ് ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യുവർ വിസ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ, യു കൻ ഓൾസോ എക്സ്പെക്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വിച്ച് ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് അബൌട്ട് യുവർ ഇൻഷുറൻസ്, യുവർ ഫ്ലൈറ്റ് ടിക്കറ്റ്, വെൻ ആർ യു ഫ്ലൈയിങ് എന്നുള്ളത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എത്ര എമൗണ്ട് ആണ് ഇൻഷുറൻസ് പ്രീമിയം ഉള്ളത്. Or it can also include other questions specifically about your sponsor, like ബിസിനസിന്റെ പേര് എന്താണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എത്ര ബ്രാഞ്ച് ഉണ്ട്. And this happens when you don't provide enough details in your answer. So always make sure that you are giving more than what they are asking for. So അവർ എന്ത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചാലും, even if it is a yes or no question, like they could ask you, have you researched about Latvia, or have you researched about Poland. ഇതിന് യെസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നോ എന്നുള്ള ആൻസർ അല്ല നിങ്ങൾ കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത്. ഗിവ് മോർ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് അബൌട്ട് ദ കൺട്രി, ടോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ദ കൺട്രി മോർ. Alright, so we have come to the winding up part. This is a very very important part. നിങ്ങൾ wind up ചെയ്യുന്നത്, wind up is also very important. So എങ്ങനെ പ്രോപ്പർ ആയിട്ട് wind up ചെയ്യാം എന്ന് നോക്കാം. So Arya, thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you. I really had a great time talking with you, and I'm really looking forward for a positive response from your side, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Right. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Yes. So that is how you wind up an interview. Make sure you create an impression there too, because of course your first impression matters, and again your last impression also matters, because so നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു എന്നുള്ളതും എങ്ങനെ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ വൈൻഡ് അപ്പ് ചെയ്തു എന്നുള്ളതും will be always there on your interviewer's mind. First thing and last thing. എപ്പോഴും ഓർക്കാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉള്ളത്, യൂഷ്വലി നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ മൂവീസ് കാണുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും the beginning and the ending will always be there in your mind. So same way, make sure that you give a good starting and a good ending. Of course the middle also matters, so make sure you're attending the interview confidently throughout. So thank you Arya very much for helping our students.
Thank you.
Bye bye.